Hi everyone, welcome to this quick tutorial. In this video, I will walk you through how to use an integration procedure called from an Apex class to fetch an account data and generate documents dynamically in OmniScript. This is a powerful way to leverage Salesforce OmniStudio components for seamless document generation. First, we will start by creating an integration procedure or IP for a short. Let's go back to our org. So in this, I have an integration procedure named get contact data. It contains an extract and a response section. First, we'll look into data mapper extract and then we'll go with response action. I have a data wrapper which contains, let's go and look into it. In this data mapper, I have a simple extract step from account object where it will fetch following four fields where account description, account type, account name and account ID, and I will be returning all these to the IP. Let's execute and display our output. There we go, we have the data mapper output. Now let's map this inside our integration procedure. So I'm taking the help of a response action to map this data. So when I click on this details, here we can see an additional output response where I am creating a new node called response and I'm mapping the output that I got from data mapper since my data mapper name is extract and I'm passing to it. Let's preview this integration procedure and see if we are fetching data perfectly or not. I'm passing the account record ID and then click on execute. When I go to response, here I can see I have the full account description, account ID, account type and account name. Now let's go back to our developer console and create an Apex class and see how to call this IP inside an Apex class. Since I have already created a class named generate document from IP, this Apex class contains multiple methods. It implements the velocity open interface 2 from OmniStudio, which means the class must implement a call method for OmniStudio in order to invoke it. So here we can see public object call method where it takes input as a args and string action. This method is required by the interface. It receives three parameters bundled inside the args: input, output and options. Cast each from generic object to map.string object, and at the end it calls an invoke method passing the action name and those maps and returns whatever invoke method returns. Now let's go and see what happens inside invoke method. Invoke method acts as a dispatcher to invoke specific methods by name and initializes a success flag as false. Here we can see where we are initializing a success flag, and then when we go inside it logs the method name and input. If method name is get token data, it calls the private method get token data passing input, output and options and setting success accordingly. Here we also have added a few system.debugs which logs the output and success status. If output contains a non-null key data, it copies this into token map key, probably for compatibility with OmniStudio expected output. Here we are also trying to log our token map data to see if we have successfully received the data from IP or not. And then we are returning the success flag based on the responses. Now let's look into get token data. Get token data is a private helper method called by invoke method. Initializes a success flag false, same as a get invoke method, and then here we can see inside the try block, if input does not contain token data query info, we are fetching context ID from the input. This context ID I will talk later in the video. We are calling our method. This is get contact data, which is a custom method which I have defined where I'm calling an IP. Let's go into get contact data and then see what's happening inside there. So here we can see I am creating an IP input of a map type of string and object where I am assigning ID and account ID. This acts as an input to my IP, and then I'm trying to print out as a debug, and then inside try block I'm trying to fetch the response from the IP. Since I've created the input here, I will pass inside this as an input, and this null is an options. So it is an optional field. We can either pass options or we can just pass null. And this sales contact is the type and subtype of our integration procedure. And here we can see I'm calling an integration procedure service from OmniStudio class, and inside integration procedure service there is one more method called run integration service. With the help of this I'm calling my IP and fetching the output, and I'm mapping output into map map or string object. And here again I'm trying to print the IP output for debugging purposes. And here I'm creating a response node where we are mapping the response. Since we have created a response node inside the IP response action, we are removing that response node to pass my account data directly to my document generator. So here I'm removing that response node where we have created it earlier, and then I'm mapping the data according to this contact data where account name, account type, account description and account ID. And once it has been successfully done, it will return my contact data and again will go back to get token data. Here once the data has been received by this method here, it will put inside the output map as a data, and then it will set the success flag as true, and then again it will go back to my invoke method, and then it will add as a token map, and this token map is directly accessed by OmniStudio and it can fetch the data, everything present inside this token map. I'm fetching the data from my output and then mapping it token map and data, and then this will be returned as an output. Let's debug and see how it works. So let's look for the debug token map. Since I was trying to access it by context ID, I'm looking for context ID here, but I was passing with ID. So let's rename this ID as context ID, and then we'll debug it again to see if it is working as expected. Okay, there is an extra space over here which is causing the error again. Let's see if we are lucky this time. Alright, there we go. We have our response from the token map where account description, account ID, account name and account type are getting written inside a token map from the output map. Now let's go back to our document template designer and create a new template. So I will name it as demo template, and since we are using Apex class to pass the data, let's select custom class and then pass our class name. Generate document from my IP is my class name. Over here you can verify it, and then since I'm generating this document from client side, I'm gonna keep it as same as client side. And then here we have to attach the document. I'm uploading a simple document template where it contains basic fields, account name, account ID, account type and account description. I'm directly mapping them inside a Word document with string interpolation. And then once I upload this one, save template details and then activate it. Once we activate this, let's go back to our OmniScript and then preview this, and then let's pass the account ID as the same account ID, and then I want a Word document template. Let's select the template which we have just created. So I named it as demo template, so I'm selecting my demo template over here. And then let's not change any options in this step. Then let's click on next, and here you can see simply all the data populated inside your document and it has been generated successfully. You can download by clicking in the above options like download Word document or download PDF files. Now you know how to set up an integration procedure to fetch account data and call it from inside an Apex class and use the result inside an OmniScript to generate documents on the fly. Everything. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more Salesforce OmniStudio tutorials. Thanks for watching.